campus of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and the studios of Anderson Hall. This is Star City News Now.
Good evening and welcome to Star City News. I'm Reid Kilmer.
And I'm Brianna Foster. The search continues for two men who robbed a Jet Mobile store Wednesday morning. One of the men was armed with a handgun and the other had a baton, fleeing with cash and cell phones. Police described them as white males in their 20s, slender and about 6'3". Following the robbery, North Star High School locked down as a precaution. The cause of death for Eddie Key, the Wayne State football player, was pneumonia. Autopsy results show the 18-year-old's lungs filled with fluid as he slept on February 8th. Key's funeral will be held at 11 a.m. on Saturday at St. Mark's United Methodist Church. Lincoln police are investigating the cause of a man's death. According to police, the man was driving on 33rd Street around midnight when his truck began drifting off the road and into a yard. Police say the car was still in drive when the man was found unresponsive. He was about 54 years old. Reportedly, he was from Colorado and a medical episode may have been the cause of death.
Beatrice police were busy this morning with a hostage situation. Police say Adam Wolkin was armed with a handgun and an assault rifle when he broke into a hotel room where Wolkin's younger son, mother of the child, and a woman's friend were staying. Police talked Wolkin into surrendering with no injuries to any of the parties. A debate has sparked on Nico Jennings' condition in court. A state psychiatrist says he is competent to stand trial, while the defense psychiatrist says he is not. The Douglas County Jail part-time psychiatrist says he couldn't confirm or deny Jakin's state of mind. The judge will make a determination at a later date. Now, there's been a string of robberies going around Lincoln.
I know there's quite a lot going on, and Andrew Ward from Star City is live at the corner of First with more.
Thanks, guys. Well, the latest of these robberies happened about a quarter of a mile up the road here. And with that being the third robbery in 2 weeks, some people in the area are concerned.
TVs, iPads, iPods, laptops. Those are just some of the things stolen from homes along North 1st Street the past couple weeks. The latest happened just north of Alvo Road, while the other two occurred along Humphrey Avenue and Rokeby Road. Police say the burglaries are the same, taking mostly electronic devices and happening in rural areas.
Let your neighbors know, your routine, if you would, and make sure that they know what kind of vehicle should be in your driveway at any given time. If people see suspicious people, call us. Get as much information about the description of the vehicle as I can and call us. We'll check them out and make sure they're supposed to be in the area.
The burglaries happen during the day while people are at work. The thieves first knock, and if there is no answer, they kick in the door.
You'd think they'd be a little gun shy, but I don't think so. So that's what bothers me. They got enough guts to come to the front door and kick your door in the middle of the day. And a lot of the neighbors are home and stuff. But when you're on an acreage situation, you don't see much. So.
Schwartz said not many people even know about the robberies, so it takes them by surprise when it happens. Something he would like to see changed.
I should be aware of what's going on in the neighborhood. I feel like, somebody should stop by and say, because I am home all day, have you seen anything unusual or is anything going on? And I feel like, we need to be informed is what I'm saying.
I talked to about 10 residents today in the area, and only about 2 of them even knew about the robberies. For those that do know, though, watch out and let the police know if you see anything suspicious. For Star City News, I'm Andrew Ward.
Thanks, Andrew. That was Andrew Ward live on location. Nebraska's race for governor is filling up. State Auditor Mike Foley entered his name and says, quote, "In football terms, I'm going for the 2-point conversion because Nebraska needs to win." Foley has been auditor for 8 years. Other candidates competing for Governor Dave Heinemann's role include John Bruning, Tom Carlson, Bo McCoy, Pete Ricketts, Brian Sloan, Chuck Hasbrook, and Mark Elworth Jr. Lincoln residents can expect $153 million in renovations to Lincoln Public Schools thanks to majority support of a 2014 bond issue. The results are unofficial right now, but show about 67% support from Lincoln voters. It will include additions such as a new elementary, middle, and high school, as well as more security measures and technology. The Lincoln Board of Education president says it's gratifying, and the vote reflects Lincoln's support for public schools.
And Brian Colbert will have a little bit something that could possibly going on in the prison that's new for the system.
And I know there are big changes going on, so we'll be back with more after the break.
The Lincoln Children's Museum is an exciting family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff of the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
Get in touch with your state history at the Nebraska History Museum. Even if you're from out of state, the Nebraska History Museum provides an excellent look into the life of Nebraska, from the very first Nebraskans to more recent times. The museum has so many exhibits to draw you in and really discover Nebraska's past. The Nebraska History Museum is located at 15th and P Streets, so come visit today for some quality history.
Welcome back to Star City News. Miss any of our newscasts?
Be sure to check them all out on our YouTube channel. Just type in Star City News in the search box. Now, a Lincoln restaurant's manager has been arrested on suspicion of videotaping his employees. Police seized 29-year-old Dustin Lindgren's phone and computer, finding 8 to 10 videos of employees undressing and naked. A Tilted Kilts waitress found the recording phone hidden in a jacket in the food chain's dressing room and called police. Lindgren posted bail Wednesday afternoon. The world of cable television as you know it is changing. Comcast announced today it has agreed to buy competitor Time Warner Cable for $45 billion. The merger combines the 2 biggest cable companies in the United States, reaching around 1/3 of American homes. Comcast will now serve about 30 million subscribers, including the city of Lincoln.
Many people may know the restaurant by Frings and Runzas, but the man who knew it best has died. Donald Everett Sr. lost his 8-year battle with Alzheimer's at the age of 70. Everett expanded the food chain to over 80 restaurants in 4 states since he took over in 1966. His mother opened the original Runza in Lincoln in 1949. Waiting on customer service phone calls may get even longer for some Verizon Wireless customers. The Verizon store located at Gateway Mall has closed and more are following suit. Customer call centers are closing in Pennsylvania, as well as cutting more than 1,000 jobs. The biggest U.S. mobile phone carrier also plans to close call centers in California and Connecticut. Legislation aimed at aiding the prison reform in Nebraska was introduced by Senator Brad Ashford. Star City's Brian Colbert has more on the story.
Senator Brad Ashford, who has been leading the prison reform effort, introduced Bill 907, also known as the Prison Release Program, in hopes that this new legislation can help fix Nebraska's jail system.
Supervised release is an intensive program. We're utilizing probation officers and other qualified individuals who can help develop that pathway back into the community.
Senator Bill Avery has aided Senator Ashford in his reform efforts and is a supporter of Bill 907.
We've been getting it wrong in the way we go about running our prisons. The supervised release would totally change the way we now do it.
Senator Avery said that the way the state has been handling prisoners is flawed and that change is necessary.
We say to the prisoner, you can earn good time and if you behave. Along the way, you're going to have some programming, anger management, maybe some mental health counseling and things of that sort, so that you are ready for release when your parole date comes. but we don't provide the classes. And they're released onto the streets without any preparation for life on the outside.
We need to either find alternatives for incarceration for nonviolent offenders, which we talk about in our bill, or we have to do a better job of keeping offenders out of prison once they've been released. Those are the two magic bullets that really get us the medicine, if you will, that cures the overcrowding problem.
A date has yet to be set for Bill 907 to be voted on by state legislators, but Senator Ashford and supporters believe that the prison release program is the answer that the state has been looking for. For Star City News, I'm Brian Colbert.
Thanks, Brian.
Now to Amanda Saltero, who has news about the rail yard.
That's right. This year, the rail yard rinks first Valentine's Day, and they'll have a great place for you to bring your sweetie.
The rail yard ice rink has been open since December and has been a great place for families, friends, and couples ever since. Aubrielle Gingery works at the donut hole next to the rink and said she's curious about one thing this Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, this is funny because we've had so many marriage proposals. We've had 4 marriage proposals, so it's going to be interesting to see if they'll do it again.
The rail yard ice rink has brought extra business for the restaurants surrounding it.
Yeah, I think it'll be busy tomorrow, definitely.
WRK Real Estate and Investments owns the ice skating rink, and they are incorporating the Entertainment District's big screen monitor. The plan is to play Disney's Tangled for their skating guests.
Is it ruffians? Thugs? Have they come for me?
Stay calm. It can probably smell fear.
We're really excited. First Valentine's Day in the rail yard. It's been a wonderful community component, and I think we'll have a huge turnout.
The movie will play from 7 to 9, and your family can skate for free if you go pick up a voucher from U.S. Cellular on Cornhusker Highway. For Star City News, I'm Amanda Saltero.
Thanks, Amanda.
While weather here in Lincoln is pretty mild today, 2 principals in North Carolina announced that schools were closing in an unusual way. Here's a preview.
No school bus. No school bus.
Thanks, Amber.
And weather's coming up in just a moment as we send it over to our own Matt to give us a little preview on it.
Well, the sun is shining, the snow is melting, and it's a balmy 53 degrees here in the capital city. The warmer temperatures have arrived, but how long will they stick around? Coming right up, Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael will have your full forecast.
Thousands of people safely donate plasma every day. All it takes is a little time to save people with bleeding disorders, immune deficiencies, severe burns, trauma, and other conditions. Our highly trained staff follows strict safety guidelines when collecting your plasma to ensure your well-being and comfort. Plasma is the important source material used to make life-saving medicines, and it can only come from healthy adults. Save a life today. Donate plasma at Biomat, where we have pride for donors and passion for patients.
Don't let the disability you face stop you from going to the places you need to go. Through the busing system of Lincoln StarTran, the handy van services are there to give you the transportation you need. Everybody has places they need to go within the city. Handy van will ensure that you are able to get there. For questions or to apply, search Lincoln Handy Van online or call 402-441-7871 today. Your destination awaits. This year marks the 50th.
Here's what's happening outside right now. This is Star City News weather.
Well, guys, as we take a look at our national map, we'll see a giant storm system making its way up the East Coast, causing millions of dollars in damage as well as thousands of flight cancellations. Now, as we look at this picture from Orangeburg, South Carolina, we see a string of traffic lights nearly touching the ground due to the amount of ice accumulations. Now, as far as the immediate area goes, we saw lovely temperatures today, 54 degrees in Columbus, Lincoln being the hot spot at 55 degrees. Now, our overnight lows are a little bit cooler with 20s across the area as a cold front makes its way through. 20 in Omaha, 25 in Lincoln. As we go into our temperatures for tomorrow, again, a little bit cooler than we saw today, 36 in Lincoln with 31 in Columbus, and a little bit warmer off to the west with 41 in North Platte. Now as we go into this evening, 47 will be our temperature as the sun goes down, clear skies with the northwest wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now as we go into tonight again, 25 degrees for our low tonight, a 30% chance of some light snow throughout the morning hours. Northwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we go into our Valentine's Day forecast, 30 degrees for our 10 o'clock temperature, partly sunny skies. As we go into the afternoon, 36 degrees for our high tomorrow at 4 p.m. and breezy skies with winds reaching up to 30 miles an hour and 27 degrees for your evening temperature. Now as we go into our 7-day forecast, if it's a little too cool for you guys on Valentine's Day, 47 is expected across the weekend. A beautiful weekend as we will see 50 degrees as our temperature on Monday, a 20% chance of some light mix throughout the morning hours, and again a beautiful week into next week with mid to high 50s. Now for Star City News, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael. Brianna, Reid, back to you guys.
Thanks, Amber.
There's some fishy competition in Lincoln. Lindsay Burning has the story.
Stay connected with the latest social media here on Star City News.
Hey Star City, there's a lot going viral this week in social media. With so many snow days this year, some principals are getting creative. 2 administrators in North Carolina announced today's classes were canceled a little differently. Let's take a look.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back and the roads will glisten. Polar vortex has a hold of us tightly. Wind like a harpoon day and nightly. Will the power stop? No, I don't know. Turn up the heat and let go.
You may have seen on your Facebook newsfeed that Blue Sushi Sake Grill is coming to Lincoln. The restaurant will be located in the Courtyard Marriott Hotel in the Haymarket. It will have indoor seating for 130 people and an outdoor heated patio that seats 140. You can expect it to open around May 5th. Yankee shortstop Derek Jeter announced he's retiring at the end of the 2014 season. Ever since then, fans have shown their respect for the baseball player with thousands of tweets with the hashtag #FarewellCaptain. One fan tweeted, "Baseball will never be the same without Jeter at short for the Yankees. Guys just aren't made like him anymore." And one NBA player will make history this weekend. Portland Trail Blazers point guard Damian Lillard is participating in the 5 events during the All-Star weekend. He's the first player ever to do so. Lillard will be in the Rising Stars, the Slam Dunk, the 3-point contest, along with the Skills Challenge. You can see him compete tomorrow through Sunday on TNT. That's it for your social media report. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. For Star City News, I'm Lindsay Burning.
Thanks, Lindsay.
America is catching up in the medal count in Sochi. Sports is next after the break.
Thousands of people safely donate plasma every day. All it takes is a little time to save people with bleeding disorders, immune deficiencies, severe burns, trauma, and other conditions. Our highly trained staff follows strict safety guidelines when collecting your plasma to ensure your well-being and comfort. Plasma is the important source material used to make life-saving medicines, and it can only come from healthy adults. Save a life today. Donate plasma at Biomat, where we have pride for donors and passion for patients.
Don't let the disability you face stop you from going to the places you need to go. Through the busing system of Lincoln StarTran, the handy van services are there to give you the transportation you need. Everybody has places they need to go within the city. Handy van will ensure that you are able to get there. For questions or to apply, search Lincoln Handy Van online or call 402-441-7871 today. Your destination awaits.
It's time for sports on Star City News.
What's up, Star City? I'm Lanny Holstein with your sports report. Nebraska basketball is up to number 6 in the Big Ten after last night's 67-58 road win over Illinois, and they're a game out of 4th place now. Bet you never thought I'd say that at this point before the season started. Siobhan Shields was the star of the night. He scored a career-high 33 points for the Huskers, and Terran Petaway also added 16 as well. It's game day today for the Husker women. Connie Yori's team is in Ann Arbor, Michigan, looking for its 5th straight win at 6 o'clock. And they're taking on the team that they started the streak against a few weeks back. The Big Red smoked Michigan 84-51 at the Pinnacle Bank Arena the last time that they saw them. And Nebraska baseball opens its season tomorrow. They're in Arizona, and after coming up one game short of the postseason a year ago, the Huskers are ready to get back out there. Star City's Ryan Swanigan has more.
If the first day of practice is being held outside,
anytime we can get outside this time of year is fantastic.
head coach Darren Erstad and this team just might have a bright forecast in store for them. With their first game on Valentine's Day, there's a lot of love for good weather and great play to go around.
3 years in a row we've been outside in January, and any day you can be out and see fly balls, hit on the field, take some ground balls, it just helps with the transition.
After coming up short last year and trying to make regionals, Erstad has an upbeat mindset when looking ahead.
I believe we're very talented, but at the same point we're not talented enough to just go roll the balls out there and win. So we're going to have to be very sound defensively and on the mound to be successful.
Senior left-hander Zach Hirsch says there's one important key to this year that Erstad believes as well.
I think it really comes down to, finishing games. Last year we weren't able to do that at certain points, but I think this year, we've learned from it.
Valentine's Day may not be on the brain for Hirsch, but his love for baseball is the strongest ever.
I've been playing baseball for 18, 19 years. I love this game. I've been fortunate to be here for 5 years. Most people are here for 4. Love this university. They've provided me with a lot, and so, I just try to go out there and play for my teammates, play for the fans, and try to win.
Nebraska baseball doesn't come to Hawks Field here at Haymarket Park until the very beginning of March, almost a month after their first game of the season. But by then, many Husker fans will be anxious to pack the seats to show their love and affection for this team. Ryan Swanigan, Star City Sports.
Thanks, Ryan. Nebraska opens with a couple tournaments each of its first 2 weekends, and head coach Darren Erstad said he's pretty anxious to get it all going. The U.S. is coming back in the medal count at the Olympics. A sweep in the first ever men's slopestyle skiing event helped the cause, and a gold and a bronze in the women's halfpipe moved America into second. Team USA is now at 12 medals, tied with the Netherlands and 1 behind Norway. That's going to do it for Sports Star City. I'm Lanny Holstein. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Lanny.
Now over to Connor Stang with U News.
Get the latest campus info with U News.
Hey guys, I'm Connor Stang, and here's what's happening on campus. Break out your dancing shoes. Dance Marathon returns next Saturday, but at a new location. This year's event is at the Campus Rec Center after 10 years at the Union. It will benefit the Children's Miracle Network. Registration is open until next Thursday. Food and drinks will be provided. 2 UNL colleges are joining forces. Architecture will merge with Fine and Performing Arts in July 2015. The Board of Regents still needs to approve it, but Chancellor Harvey Perlman said he doesn't expect any staff changes. UNL has another collaboration, however this one involves the Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. The pair will study information assurance and cybersecurity. A number of opportunities are available for faculty and students. Several events are coming to campus next week. On Thursday, Japanese textiles expert Elizabeth Wilson will speak. She starts at 5 p.m. in the Home Economics Building. And on Saturday, February 23rd, scientists will explore snakes of the past and present. The event starts at 1:30 p.m. at Morrill Hall. That's what's going on at UNL today. For Star City News, I'm Connor Stang.
Thanks, Connor.
2 major artists released albums today, fueling the fire on their feud. We'll have more on entertainment in just a second.
Kelly Keough now has the story.
And now for the latest in entertainment on the Star City News Network.
Hey Star City, I'm Kelly Keough, and here's the latest in entertainment news. After a crazy week in New York City, the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week comes to an end tomorrow. The who's who of the fashion world met in the Big Apple this week to show off the latest trends of 2014. Making the biggest smash this week was Solange Knowles, the little sister of the one and only Beyoncé. Knowles made quite the fashion statement wearing a bright orange top, pants with a blue blazer, pink shoes, and a wild new hairdo. The multi-million-dollar woman Brianna admits to going bankrupt back in 2009. The 70-time Grammy winner said yesterday that some major mistakes by her accountant nearly cost her her fortune. The Barbados native has had her fair share of documented downfalls, but all's well that ends well, with the monster singer saying she's currently worth more than $40 million. Two diva queens in the music industry flame an old feud today as Nicki Minaj drops her new hot music video the same day as rival Mariah Carey. Former American Idol judges have made their animosity known towards each other, making it no secret. Today's coincidental drop was the newest part of their chapter. Carey had been gearing up for her video release for the past few weeks, while Minaj surprised a few fans by releasing hers today. And good news for you ladies, Hollywood hunk Ryan Gosling and celeb girlfriend Eva Mendes have called it quits just in time for Valentine's Day. Rumors of the couple's splitting have been going on for a few weeks. Yesterday on the Ellen DeGeneres show, Mendes couldn't resist making one last jab at her ex, saying her Valentine's Day plans include ordering deep dish pizza and watching The Notebook. That's all for entertainment. With Star City News, I'm Kelly Keogh. Back to you, Reid.
Thanks, Kelly. A woman from Alliance, Nebraska revealed her secret after appearing on television this week. Beth Forney was on the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire back in November, but couldn't reveal how much she had won until the episode aired Tuesday. Forney walked away from the $250,000 question to run home with over $58,000. She said she plans to donate some of the money to charity and some of it on traveling. For those of you looking to avoid the jammed restaurants and movie theaters on Valentine's Day, you're in luck. Paint Yourself Silly in the Haymarket is hosting an event called Naughty Pottery Night on Saturday for ages 18 and up. The event goes from 9:30 to 12 a.m. and it costs $14.
Beyonce fans in Brooklyn will be celebrating B-Day on V-Day. An Italian restaurant is featuring a Beyonce-themed menu tomorrow. Some of the items include I Am Pasta Fierce, Jay-Z, and Destiny's Child. The restaurant is fully booked, but if the Drunken Love singer stops in, there will be a table available for Queen Bee herself. What are you thinking, Reid?
Oh, that's pretty interesting. It's a pretty honor to have a menu named after you.
Definitely, and who knows, maybe the woman from Alliance who won Who Wants to Be a Millionaire will take us out to eat.
Who could, yeah, I hope so.
That's all we have for tonight. For Star City News, I'm Brianna Foster.
And I'm Reid Kilmer. Have a good night.